Hi there, it's Marina Newington from PowerSystem, and I would like to wish you all a Happy New Year! Yay! Happy New Year! Welcome to 2020, and I am calling this the Year of Clarity. That's right, it's a bad pun, but I'm loving it. I'm loving it, and you're gonna love it too, because with 2020 vision, 2020 hindsight, 2020 forward looking, we're gonna be able to see clearly this year. And we are going to identify what it is that we really want, what's going to get us excited, what we're passionate about, and what we're going to do to make those passions and values and beliefs align with what we do so that we can all be happy and fulfilled in our lives. Sound good? Fantastic. Now, what I want to talk to you about today is New Year's resolutions and the reason why they do not work. Yeah, you heard me. I am being negative about New Year's resolutions. So we are all about 1 week into January now. You set your resolutions, and how are they going for you? Good, right? You're excited, you're motivated, it's happening, I'm gonna do it. Well, I don't know if you know this or not, but 64% of our New Year's resolutions do not make it to February. That's right, only 1/3 of us keep our resolutions into February, and 3/4 of those fall away shortly after. Now, why? Why don't our New Year's resolutions work? Now, I'm gonna share with you right now the 7 top reasons why New Year's resolutions work, but this isn't about gloom and doom. I'm also then gonna give you the 7 top tips here we go, 7 power tips right here to making New Year's resolutions stick. So first we're going to talk about why they don't work, and then we're going to turn them around and figure out how we're going to make them stick. Okay, so let's begin, let's dive in. The number one reason why New Year's resolutions don't work is because we set resolutions based on what we feel we should do. Okay, you know what I'm talking about, right? So this isn't about what you want, all right? You need to look into yourself and think about what it is that you really want, not what you think you should be doing. I should exercise more. I should go vegan. I should eat healthier. You know, there are all sorts of things that you feel you should do. Okay, because either you feel pressure from your peers or from society, but you have to look at yourself and think about what it is that you really want to do. Because if you're doing something that you don't really want, you're not going to stick to it. You're not going to do it because it's not coming from deep inside. And this is something we're going to talk about a lot this year and in the upcoming months, about what you really want and what your core values are. But more about that later. That's going to come next. But that's number 1. Okay, number 2, I have my list here to make sure that I give you all the good stuff. Okay, number 2 is that we make our resolutions too broad. They're just too general, and it's really hard to stick to this big idea of I'm going to exercise more, or I'm going to drink less, or I'm going to go to the gym, or, you know, whatever these things are. I'm going to quit smoking. They're really big, broad ideas, and a lot of times they're not achievable. And what I'm suggesting to you is to get specific, okay? You want to get healthy? How about I'm going to add 2 green vegetables to my meals every day? Or I'm going to exercise more. Instead of that, let's try I'm going to go for a walk or a run on Tuesdays and Sundays. Okay, so you see what I'm saying? We're specific. This is something that we can do. If it's broad, it just doesn't happen. Okay, moving on to number 3. Number 3 is, okay, this one's good. Okay, this is about having a plan. So most resolutions fail because we do not have an active action plan in order to achieve them. And this sets ourselves up for failure, right? We know we're gonna, resolve to do something that we don't have a plan of how we're gonna do it. And so it just fizzles out and it doesn't happen. So what you need to do is break your resolution down into weekly chunks. okay, that you can achieve. Make a plan of how you're going to do this, all right? And then you stick to it. But you have to make a plan first. You have to know what you're doing and what you're getting into. So let's go back to that running example. So on Tuesdays and Sundays, in week 1, I'm going to run for 10 minutes. Okay, week 2, I'm going to run for 10 and a half minutes. See where I'm going with this? Week 3, and you increase it, or you increase your speed, or you increase your incline, or whatever it is that you're doing. But every week, you have an action plan of what it is that you're going to do. Okay, make sense? Yeah? Okay, fantastic. Moving on to number 4. All right. Okay, a lot of resolutions fail because they're a bigger time commitment than you realized. Okay, so you say you're going to do something, but let's go back to the gym idea, right? Or let's stick with that one. You say you're going to go to the gym, but you don't factor into account the time it's going to take to get there, the time it's going to take to get back, to take a shower, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And all of a sudden, it seems to be taking more time than you were willing to. And you're like, you know what? I don't have the time for this. I can't do this. It's not going to happen. So what you need to do is, make this into a daily habit in your life. Okay, so let's take a look at, for example, getting organized, right? One of my favorite topics. So let's say you resolved that you are going to get organized this year. I'm going to get organized. So what you need to do is break it into really manageable pieces. Yeah, it takes hours to get organized and set up your systems and do all these things. But what if you said, I'm going to take 5 minutes every day to declutter and get organized? How does that sound? Everybody can commit to 5 minutes. And with 5 minutes every day, it becomes part of your daily habit. Yeah, or I'm going to start meditating. So every day, start with 5 minutes. I'm going to commit 5 minutes to meditating every single day. And that way it becomes part of your daily habits, right? Okay, fantastic. Now, next, number 5 is about, this is good. Don't try to do it alone. Oh, come on, people. A lot of our resolutions fail is because we try to do everything by ourselves. But you know what? Things work so much better if we have someone who's helping us and doing it with us. There is so much strength in companionship and accountability, right? A lot of times we fail because we don't have accountability. So get yourself an accountability buddy to do your resolution with you. Okay, is it about getting fit and exercising? Find someone that you're going to take a walk with. Find someone who brings positive energy into your life and is going to help you do what it is that you need to do. Yeah, make an appointment with them once a week to discuss what it is that you're doing and get accountability and get someone to help you and cheer you on. Okay, you do not have to do it alone. Join a Facebook group, join Women's Entrepreneurial Network. There are lots of people in my Facebook group who would love to join up with you and give you accountability and who are looking for accountability. I'm going to start a feed once a week looking for accountability partners to help us all make things happen because we do not have to do things alone. Okay, number 6. Okay, a lot of resolutions fail. A lot of resolutions fail because people give up too easily. Okay, this is not surprising. By February, people get discouraged, they lose interest, and other priorities start to take precedence. Now, how do we combat this? This is normal, we lose our motivation. What we need to do is we need to set benchmarks, okay? We need to set benchmarks throughout the year and then celebrate through the power of positivity, okay? We need to use the power of positive reinforcement to help you stay motivated with your resolution, okay? Does that make sense? So you need to set a benchmark for yourself throughout the year. do it quarterly, do it once a month, but this is what's going to happen. And then you celebrate that. And that brings me into point number 7. And this is so important, okay? And this is about celebrating your wins, right? Now, I wrote down here that most people, their resolutions don't work for them because they're too hard on themselves. And that's because a lot of times we feel that it has to be either black or white. Either we achieved our goal or we didn't achieve our goal. So back to the exercise, we said we were going to exercise 3 times a week and we only exercise 2 times a week. Guess what? That's awesome. You exercised twice a week. What were you doing before? You have to celebrate your wins. It is so important because you are amazing. And by doing something, moving forward, you are moving in the positive, right direction, okay? It's not only black and white. It's not only we did all of it or we did none of it, all right? It's about progress and not perfection, all right? Celebrate your wins. It is amazing to move forward. And eventually, you will find that you are going to achieve your goals if you do a bit at a time, you set your benchmarks, you break them down, all the things we've just been talking about. And in order to help you remember, I have written these 7 power tips, this lovely cheat sheet that is the 7 things that are going to help you stick to your New Year's resolutions. So I'd like to recap on the 7 things that you are going to do to help you stick to your resolutions, and you are not going to be one of those people that's going to fail. And we discussed the 7 reasons why the New Year's resolutions don't work. These are going to be the 7 things you're going to do to combat them. So these are the top tips. So number 1, set goals based on what you really want, not what you think you should do. Number 2, get really specific about what you want to accomplish. Okay, number 3, set yourself up for success by creating an action plan, okay? Break your resolutions down into weekly achievable goals. Number 4, incorporate resolutions into your daily life, okay? Instead of trying to tackle the whole thing at once, make it part of your daily habit. Number 5, don't try to do everything alone. Get an accountability buddy. Okay, number 6, don't give up too easily. Set benchmarks throughout the year and stay motivated with the power of positive reinforcement. And number 7, don't be so hard on yourself. Please, if you don't accomplish your resolutions in their entirety, remember to celebrate each win as you go. You are amazing and you have this, okay? So make sure to download the cheat sheet, and I'd love to hear how you get on. Let me know what your resolutions are and what your plans are to make them happen, and why you are going to be one of the 1/3 that succeeds and not the 2/3 that let their resolutions go. All right, I can't wait to hear from you, and I really look forward to celebrating all your successes with you. All right, Happy New Year, happy 2020. And let's all be clear. It's the year of clarity and you have this, okay? Bye.